Good afternoon, everyone. Let me just beg to stand on the already existing protocol. I listened to my fellow comrades speaking, and the spirits did come to mind because I'm a comrade myself. But then, when we're talking about money matters and issues that are has to do with the survival of human being, we need to carry everyone along, and we need to try as much as possible let our partners understand our language. Thank you so very much. I want to thank the organization, the nurses across borders for this wonderful event. And this will probably give me opportunity to actually give some insights into some of the engagement and activities that we are doing to show that we appreciate you for what you are doing. We all know at this particular conference, we have three categories of persons here. We have those representing their nationals, the government sector. We have those representing the business communities. And of course, we have us, the civil society group. I can't leave that. Of course, we have the media as well. And these are the three sets of people that actually started this particular course. And we also have that duty in us to actually continue to look for solution to the climate crisis. You cannot put aside the role of the civil society. They started it long before the researchers did take their complaints a bit more serious, and they discovered that yes, the earth is actually heating up, and humans are actually responsible for that. And as such, humans will have to bring about solutions to that and trying to reduce the effect of climate change. And that is where we are all looking at the areas of mitigation and adaptation. In my country, the president of my country is very, very concerned about this. And he has started a lot of initiatives in trying to address some of the complaints raised by my comrade here. For the very first time in Nigeria, we are having a special assistant in climate change. And the president is not limited to just one person. There are three of us because the space is so wide. I have special assistant on climate technology and special assistant on climate finance and stakeholder engagement, and also a special assistant on energy transition, because the president recognizes that so well. In order not to create that gap, because in pursuing energy transition, if you are not careful, you are going to run into a labor crisis. And in trying to put into consideration the role of the labor society and also empowerment for people who are even seeking jobs, so we're looking at just energy transition. And the president is looking at putting into use our economic resource. Yes, we want to go into the renewables as quickly as we can, but then still trying to reduce. We cannot stop at this moment, but probably reduce the use of fossil fuel. Because if we decide to stop it, there's going to be labor crisis, and it's going to affect the economy of the country. And so we are transiting gradually. Also, the president did initiate the presidential initiative on CNG, which still has some fossil fuel in there as well. But we're already looking at our LNG gases, such that in the near future, we'll begin to look at that. Our NDC 3.0 that was just submitted, we actually gave two targets, a temporary target and probably looking at a permanent target. The first target is that by 2035, we plan to reduce emission by 32%. And everything is on top gear to actually achieve that. And we are looking at by 2060 for us to have net zero. And we are putting up activities that will ensure we have that as well in our energy transition plan. Also, like my comrade did mention, 3 weeks ago, the carbon market activation framework was just approved, and activities to actually ensure that we meet these targets are in there. And it also shows to the world that we are ready for business. We are bringing in investment, healthy investment, and investments that will protect jobs of our people. So we are gradually looking into that and trying to put the best possible use that will enhance our adaptation and mitigation process. We also have some offices at the REA who are engaging in renewable energy sources across the country right now, because we want to reduce the use of fossil fuel. And we have other organizations and agencies that we also have in place. And for us, we are going ahead to all the states because we need to inform the people. So the president also just set up a committee, which is the Renewed Hope Climate Change Awareness Tour, which is headed by myself and co-chaired by my colleagues. And we are taking climate education and awareness to all the states of the Federation. And we are starting that in January, where we need to showcase the works of the different agencies, what they are doing in trying to mitigate the effect of climate change. And we are carrying the civil societies along. The committee that was formed, we have 2 representatives of the civil society. We even have people with disability also represented there. The youths and different partners are all in there. They are the stakeholders. And we are trying to actually engage everyone to ensure that the drive towards mitigating the effect is something that we all must participate in. Once again, without taking so much of our time, I want to thank us for finding the time to come here this morning to attend this wonderful side event of a renowned civil society group who I know here. They've been organizing programs at this conference not less than 15 years, and they continue to do that. And that is what we all must do. Wherever we find ourselves, we continue to do what we can. I thank you so much, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is the presidential speech. Thank you very much, Honorable Kelani-Ssa and Comrade. We've come a long way for his good message, and that is His Royal Highness Igwe Dr. Goodluck Obi, Prime Minister.
Thank you so much. One is so impressed and happy that I am sitting very close to a very close friend, faithful and just to me, Pastor Peter Somoraro of the Great Nurses Across the Borders. I said that because we have come a long way. A COP15 in faraway Copenhagen in Denmark. His organization accredited me. By then, mine was still trying to survive. He accredited me, and I came and joined him in his organization to make presentation in far back 2015. So, suffice it to say that Nurses Across the Borders was the first civil society organization to be recognized by United Nations Framework Convention on climate change in Nigeria. You see, we believe so much in giving honor to whom honor is due, so that you can also get your own. If you remove somebody who has made it, you will not get your own. It's natural law. So, having appreciated him, let me also say that when the special advisor to the president of climate change entered, I was so happy because we are all together. Some people, when they get appointed or get elected in political office, they forget where they are coming from. But our own comrade Kelani Yusuf, remember that a river that forgets its source must surely dry. And he is here. Please, I want us to put our hands together for him. Comrade, you have to take a bow because it's not easy. Representing a whole president of Nigeria on climate change, and he's here with us. I must also appreciate the speakers, the man from the level. That is Asusu. That's a very good one, a product of research. Thank you. I want to finally say that United Nations of Youth Network and Global Alliance for Defense of Youth and the Less Privileged, GADE, the two organizations I stand for. We are very happy to acknowledge what Pastor Morabo is doing in Nurses Across the Borders, and we continue to collaborate and partner with him, even when I'm not in course, because as a royal father, I limit my travels. Pastor Honorable will be there to supervise some of my work, coordinate, he did it. So on behalf of myself and the two organizations and midwife, United Nations of Youth Network and Local Lab for Defense of Youth and Less Privilege, I want to acknowledge and appreciate you, nurses across the borders, and Pastor Peter Honorable for the good work you are doing for Nigeria, and may you continue. I thank you, and God bless everybody here.
Thank you very much.